Welcome to Talmudic Treasures. Today we're in Nedarim, page 30, which discusses a situation where a person makes a vow saying that he does not want to derive any benefit from people who are literally Yardei Hayam, people that are constantly on the seas. For whatever reason, maybe the guy doesn't like pirates, he doesn't like people that travel in cargo ships or those who are in the Navy. But nonetheless, this was the vow that he made. So on this, the Talmud tells us that he is being specific, and he's only talking about those people who travel on the seas. However, any person who is a Yoshvei Hayabasha, someone who stays on dry land, a land lover, if you will, those people are not part of this neder. They're not included in this vow. And then it discusses individuals who travel by boat, but not very long journeys, such as people that go from the city of Akko to the port of Yafo. Now, these are relatively close, and therefore the question is, if you are an individual, let's say, that has ever gone on a cruise for 3 days to the Bahamas, so does that mean you're now included in this person's vow? Or is it talking about a situation where you have an individual who is on the seas on a regular basis, like a fisherman, or someone who, again, is, let's say, a captain of a carnival cruise line, and he's on the ship for months at a time, possibly. So in this situation, the Talmud, in fact, does say that your intentions are what makes all the difference. Even though it's possible you may have gone on a boat once in your life, you've gone on a ferry, but that's certainly not what this person is thinking about. He is being specific to individuals who, for whatever reason, he makes this vow, those people that they dedicate much of their time on the water. Now, it's interesting if, let's say, a person would say it the opposite way. The person says, I am making a vow against people that live on dry land. On this, the Talmud says that really everyone potentially could be included in this vow. Because even if you have someone who is constantly on a ship, it doesn't mean that they're on a ship for the rest of their lives and they never step off of a boat. And therefore, those people who are constantly on a ship are also included in this vow, because they also are considered to be Yoshvei Hayabasha, people that are also living on dry land. So one of the things that we've come across numerous times in this tractate is that we go after the language of how people speak, and we also try to interpret and understand the thought process of this individual who is making the vow. And by dissecting and understanding what that person really means, then we can include those people and exclude those people who he probably did not want to be part of his vow. Which, one of the important lessons of creating and having emotional intelligence is to be able to do exactly what the Talmud here is saying. That sometimes a person will say a specific sentence or a paragraph or whatever it may be, a particular declaration, and they may have put in a certain amount of thought into it, and it's very possible that they could have certain things in mind when they made that statement or declaration. And therefore, it's up to us also to be able to be good listeners, to be able to understand exactly where they're coming from and what they really mean when it comes to whatever is being said. But that entails being a good listener and being someone who is able to decipher and understand what another person is saying to them.